Hello everyone and welcome back to another video. So I've been getting a lot of questions recently on how I'm playing Warhammer 40,000 online. I've got all the assets, all the models for it, everything like that. People have been asking me, how do I actually do this? During quarantine I can't go out and play with friends, so I'm keeping up my gaming by playing it online. So you're going to need one thing to do all this, and that is the game Tabletop Simulator. So if you go over to your Steam and just put it up here, Tabletop, this should just come up, I'll just put table in, it comes up straight away. So Tabletop Simulator, £15. You can probably get it cheaper elsewhere, maybe, you know, these other sites that sell game codes and stuff like that. Go out, pay for it, install the game. Once the game is installed, as you can see over here, it's installed on my favourites list, because I love playing the game. It's always going to be favourite for me. Now, if you want to play a certain game, like Warhammer 40,000, before you even load up the game, you're going to need to download the actual assets for Warhammer 40,000. So if you go to the workshop has so much stuff attached to it. It's not just 40k. All the kind of tabletop games, D&D, I think Game of Thrones I've seen on here the other day, the new Game of Thrones game. So for example, if you just go up here to the Tabletop Workshop and search Warhammer, you can actually see all the Warhammer stuff that's on there. There's just so much. Look, there's Silver Tower, there's AOS. There's just so many pages of stuff. But if you're looking for something individual, so if you're, you know, a massive Imperial Fist fan and you want some Imperial Fist stuff, all you type in is Imperial Fists, and the Imperial Fist stuff should pop up. You can see over here, this is the mod that I'm subscribed to at the moment, because I use this for all my Imperial Fist models. Some nice new Primaris Marines attached to this one. This also goes with the maps and stuff like that. So if you want to search 40k maps, you'll get a bunch of maps that show up. You can see like some of the maps on here that people are using and everything like that. Really, really themed, nice things. You can go through this and just lose yourself in the workshop. There's so much content that people are making for this. There's also a Discord as well, where people who are part of this community come together and make stuff. I'll include their Discord in the description as well, because that's a great place to find assets, or maybe, you know, people to create assets for you, because they do have a room where people actually go in and make stuff on request. If they have the time to do so. So again, I'll include the Discord link in the description of this video if you really want to go in and get some more stuff that maybe you can't find on here. Anyway, what we're going to do now, I'm going to jump into the game. I'm going to show you actually how you actually play the actual game and make your army, load stuff in, you know, do all that kind of jazz. Just briefly go over it, give you an idea on how I do it and how it's done. So let's jump in game and I'll show you how that is achieved. Okay, so we're now in the game, and this is where all the fun begins. So you've got two options here. You can either join a game, or you can create your own game. Join a game obviously brings up all the multiplayer games and stuff like that. Just let me get rid of that one, because that is a game we were playing before. So these are all the games that people have on. You'll mostly find that they're locked because they're private games, but this is where you come basically to find your friend's game and stuff like that. But what we want to do, we want to create a game, because we want to just make our army first. Now there's two ways to do this, so this is my way. I actually like to load up a nice map when I do this, and then make my army on the map. It's just the way I do it. So if I go to create, I just go to single player for now, and then down here in the workshop, this is where all the mods that you've downloaded go to. So if you click workshop here, these are all the mods that you download. As you can see, I have got a lot of mods. I've got data cards for all the races. I've got the Tau armies, Tau armor, Tyranid armies, so many armies. A number of different Imperial Fist armies, since different mods have different models and stuff like that. Different quality of models. So yeah, it's just going out there and just gathering all basically the mods you can download and play with. So let's say, for example, let's just load up this table, and the WTC tables, which is a great table, by the way. This is what I've been playing all my tournament tables on, and all this kind of stuff over on my supporters and stuff like that through the tournaments. So these are the tables. This is like the general feel of what it can be set up like. These WTC tables are really good, because they have stuff like random dice generators. So if I put all these dice in here like this, it will automatically roll them, instead of me picking all these dice up and like throwing them all over the table like that, or just picking them up and just highlighting them and just pressing R. You can also roll that way. It can get really, really messy when there's a lot of models on the table. So these random dice generators are really good. You put them in there and it rolls it all for you, and it tells, you know, how many 2s you've got, how many 5s you've got, you know, 3s, 4, 5s, and, you know, and total, you know, how many dice you've actually got on here and rolled and stuff. So you can't mess it up. It comes with stuff like the read plays, like victory points, the CP player turn. You've got these nice little markers with morale, ordered, advance and stuff. You can highlight, put on your guys. Really, really awesome maps. If you want to play like the proper tournament type games, these are for you. It's got all like these little things on here, so you know you can read all the rules and everything like that. Of course, you're probably going to need your rule books and everything, and all that kind of stuff if you really want to go in depth. But you probably can get some data cards and stuff like that if you haven't got any spare. So what I do here now, I want to load some stuff into this game. So I just go to games right here again, and then I go to what army I want. So if I go here in the workshop and I just type in, I don't know, Imperial Fists, and I look at some of the stuff. I've got my Imperial Fist. I click on these 3 little dots over here, and then I expand the actual list itself, and it brings me up all the items that is in this mod. So say, for example, I want some aggressors. I just drag the aggressor and put it there, and that's the aggressor there. Say I want some, I don't know, maybe a Primaris Marine. I put the Primaris Marine there, drag that off there. Same, like Librarian, Hellblaster, all goes there like that. Just bring them out, and what I tend to do then is just Control-C it, highlight it, Control-C it, and Control-V it. So, you know, a 3-man squad of aggressors is like that. It's the same with like the intercessors and stuff. These ones are pretty cool because they have different states. So you can do intercessor with stalker bolt rifles, right click it, state 4, assault bolter and stuff like that. And these ones in this mod come equipped with the actual rules on them as well. So if you just put your mouse over them like this, it comes up, you know, movement 6, weapon skill 3, ballistic skill 3, strength 4, toughness 4, wounds 2, leadership 7, save is 3+. Same with the librarian, it has all the funky stuff on there with it. I'm not too sure if these have states on here. Oh, they actually do. So this has 2 different states, so yeah, you can have a nice little funky pose in here. You can see the quality of the models and stuff. It's really, really nice, you know. It all depends on finding the right mod for you. That's what you have to be looking for, the right mod for you. And, you know, go in there, make your own army and stuff like that. And let's say you've made your army. Again, this is not an army. Say you've made your army. All you do then is just highlight your army, right-click on them, and you go down to Save Object. So this is where it saves your army. So I'm just going to call this Test Army down here. So we've saved our test army now. That has been saved in the right location. If we just delete them off the table. Now, so when you open a match and you get all your stuff out, you want to load your army in now. That saved army you just made. So again, you go to objectives at the top over here, and you go to saved objects. Now, you can see down here right at the bottom, this is the test army. So here is my test army that I've just saved, and it'll load them all in right there. Just drag him and drop him in. This is a 1.5k list I made the other day. Oh, they're probably all just going to fall off. Please don't fall off. There we go. There's no Imperial Fist executioner tank, I'm afraid. So that's why I'm riding around with the boys in blue for now. Please, if anyone's watching this video and you can make an Imperial Fist executioner tank, I will be forever grateful. But this is the list I've got that I'm actually playing with my tournament. You know, Chapter Master, aggressors, lieutenant, and 50 intercessor marines, all with auto bolters. But I've made different lists before. You know, I've done you know, like an Imperial. If I just go over here, look, another Imperial Fist force. There's just basically so many armies I've made before in my life. This is my kill team list I've made before. Death Watch kill team list, pretty cool with all the little models on here. Primaris Ancient. I'm not too sure what this list is. There we go. I've got so many lists that I've actually done in this game. I've completely forgot to just delete them all so it doesn't lag the game out right there. Yeah, but there's just so many lists I actually have at the moment, and you can just go in and just lose yourself. Literally lose yourself in this game and build anything you want. And, you know, if you know the game and stuff, maybe you don't even know the game, maybe you just want to play with your friends and learn it a bit. These are the best environments to do it, because you don't have to go out, you don't have to pay all the money for the models, and you can just make your list and test certain aspects of the game without, you know, paying hand over foot. Of course, people always say, yeah, but this, you know, this is not like proper tabletop. This is never going to be like proper tabletop. Proper tabletop is always going to be different. I prefer proper tabletop over this any day. This is just something to, you know, kill some time, to play with friends. In, like, I have friends in America, I have friends all the way across the world, and it's impossible for us to play games. It's just literally impossible. So this is a nice little place for it to come, where we can throw some dice, talk Warhammer, and have a little bit of fun. And for those of you who, you know, maybe you're always gaming in gaming halls and stuff, as I mentioned before, this is a perfect place for you to come and test certain builds, certain loadouts, so you don't go down to your shop, spend £50 on a tank, which you end up thinking, no, that doesn't really go with my army. You can come in here, maybe have a few games with your friends, test the kind of tactics that you think is good, and if it doesn't work out for you, you know, you save a little bit of cash, and you can spend that cash on other models, which will, you know, actually improve your armor. So yeah, this is just a, you know, a small little insight into Tabletop Simulator. Oh boy, I've just spread my Imperial fists all over the table. Oh, there we go. Yeah, my bad. It is definitely a banana party now. Right, I'm going to call the video there. If you've got any thoughts, feedback, questions, anything like that, post them down below. I'll do my best to answer them. I'll put the links to these maps in the description as well, because again, these are some fantastic maps. You do stuff like this. Look, you can press the button and you can like change, like so it's urban. So it's a nice little urban thing underneath here. You can change it to kill team. So kill team, nice little things. You can change it to desert, desert kind of settings. You know, maybe we kind of want to do theme games. I'm not too sure, but there we go. Now you can do all this awesome kind of stuff. You know, get all the dice and stuff like that. There's literally so much on there. There's like dice mods for certain chapters. You can go download Ultramarine dice and load them into the game. The sky's the limit, chaps, when you come and play Tabletop Simulator. Again, sorry, I'm absolutely rambling on now. If you've got any questions or anything like that, put it down below in the comment section, and I'll do my best to try and answer and try and give you the feedback which you deserve. See you now. Thank you for coming, and bye-bye.